Dear little black cat, who is filled with anxiety about the future, right now, you might feel like you are curled up in the darkness, trapped in a tunnel with no exit in sight. Facing unexpected events, your daily life has suddenly transformed. At such times, what spreads in the heart is probably anxiety, fear, and an overwhelming sense of loneliness. But don't worry, I too have been in an immense despair, just like you, or perhaps even more so. I have overcome that suffering, and now I am writing this letter. So, I want to tell you that you can see that light too. First and foremost, I want to convey that you are not alone, and that this difficulty is a trial to make you stronger, and you will definitely overcome it. The wall in front of you is actually a door to the future. The key to open that door lies within your own heart. I would like to help you find that key through this letter. The first step, the courage to embrace change. Many difficulties arise from a heart that fears change. Preferring stability and avoiding the unknown may be an instinctive response for us cats. However, life is something that is always changing, and it is those changes that hold new possibilities. The turning point you are currently facing is precisely that wave of change. First, take a deep breath and try to see this change not as an enemy, but as a new opportunity. Indeed, it may feel like you have been pulled away from your comfort zone and thrown into an unfamiliar landscape. But remember this, when you first stepped into the outside world as a kitten, at first, it was scary, but you must have been thrilled by the new smells, sounds, and the expanding world. Now is the time to awaken the curiosity and bravery we had back then. Accepting change does not mean to simply go with the flow without resistance. It means understanding the situation and adapting oneself accordingly. Instead of standing still in the storm, read the wind direction, set your sails, and ride the waves. That flexible attitude will be the first step that leads you to the next stage. The true treasure found in times of crisis. One of the biggest turning points I experienced was when I suddenly lost my familiar home and had to embark on a journey of wandering alone. Until then, I was sheltered in a warm home and didn't have to worry about meals or a place to sleep. However, when I lost all of that, I learned the true importance of the power to live and connections. The warm hearts of unknown cats saved me when I had lost my home and was suffering from hunger. They welcomed me into their group, shared food with me, and showed me safe places. At that time, I learned the value of emotional connections and helping each other, which is more important than material wealth. When you feel lonely, take a look around you. You might find someone who supports you in unexpected places. The power to create with your own hands. During my wandering, I learned to find food on my own and how to look for safe places. At first, I couldn't do anything, but day by day I honed those skills and developed the wisdom to survive. For example, how to efficiently catch prey, which plants have medicinal properties, and how to shelter from rain and wind. These knowledge and skills have become an unwavering confidence that supports me, no matter what environment I find myself in. What can you do now? Even small things. I hope you believe in your power to create something. Concrete action guidelines to start from now. 1. Accumulation of knowledge and skills. Start now. Priority areas to learn. Self-analysis and discovery of strengths. What are your strengths? And what do you enjoy? For example, are you good at heights? Can you run fast, or are you good at hiding? Even the smallest things can become your strengths. Improving problem-solving skills. Practice thinking about how to solve problems when faced with difficulties. For example, if a toy is hidden, how do you find it? What should you do to climb to a high place? Start with small things and train your thinking skills. Information gathering and analysis. Observe your surroundings carefully, where food is located and where dangers may be lurking. Information becomes an important weapon for survival. 2. Building a community gradually. Phase 1. Next 3 months. Start greeting other cats, animals, and humans. At first, it's okay to just try meowing from a little distance. Try going to places like local squares or parks where other cats gather. Observe the cats there and learn about the community that exists. If there is a trustworthy human, make an effort to deepen your relationship with them. They sometimes provide us with a lot of help. Stage 2. 3 months to 1 year. If there is a cat in trouble, try to lend a hand. For example, helping a kitten that can't get down from a high place or guiding a lost cat. By doing so, a relationship of trust is formed. Play with other cats and deepen your interactions. Chasing each other, grooming one another, and basking in the sun together. Play is an important time for nurturing friendship. In places where people are, try accepting petting or sitting on their laps. Such small interactions can sometimes create deeper bonds. 3. Mental health management. Daily morning routine. First, stretch widely after waking up. Imagine sending fresh air throughout your body while basking in the sunlight. Express gratitude for being able to live another day. For example, listening to the chirping of birds or smelling the scent of the wind. Think quietly in your heart about what you want to do today and what kind of day you want to have. Night routine. Count 3 good things that happened that day in your mind. Even in small things, let's practice finding joy. Prepare to rest your body for tomorrow. Curl up in a safe place and take your time to regulate your breathing. If you feel anxious, try wrapping yourself in a warm blanket and imagine being enveloped in a sense of security. How to overcome difficult times. The most challenging moment for me was when I got injured and couldn't move. I couldn't even have a proper meal, shivering from the cold, thinking that I might be done for. However, at that moment, I was found by a cat I had helped before, and they carried me to a safe place and brought me food. What I learned from that experience is that no matter how desperate the situation, there is always hope, and you should never be afraid to ask for help. The frigid winter of 2030. One winter, the record cold caused many cats to lose their lives. There was almost no food, and I thought I might freeze to death. However, at that time, we united. We huddled together for warmth and shared the little food we had. It was not individual strength that helped us get through that winter, but the strength of the community. It was the moment I realized the weight of life that cannot be bought with money, the source of hope, the wonderful adaptability of cats. We cats have a remarkable ability to adapt to changes in our environment. No matter how tough the situation is, we learn about new places, foods, and ways of living and adapt to them. This is a wonderful gift that has been given to us. When faced with difficulties, I want you to believe in the adaptability that lies within you. New values created by crises. The various crises we have experienced have taught us new values. That material wealth alone does not equate to happiness. What is important is the bond with companions, harmony with nature, and one's own inner strength. These values guide us towards a richer and more fulfilling existence. Daily mindset. Focus on what you can do today. When you feel overwhelmed by anxiety about the future, try to concentrate on today. What can I do today? Eat a delicious meal. Take a nap in the sun. Greet someone with a meow. That small step can become a great force in shaping the future. Failure is an opportunity to learn. I have also experienced countless failures, missing prey, falling from high places, or not being able to find a hiding spot. But each of those failures helped me grow. I hope you have the courage to challenge yourself with new things without fearing failure. Instead of comparing, focus on progress. There's no need to feel inferior compared to other cats. What matters is that today you are moving forward, even just a little, compared to yesterday. Even if your pace is slow, as long as you don't stop, you will surely reach your destination. Practical life wisdom. Securing and preserving food. Basic hunting techniques. Learn the fundamentals of hunting, such as how to approach quietly and predict the movements of prey. Even if it doesn't go well at first, let's keep practicing without giving up. Acquire knowledge to distinguish edible plants and insects. Learn from experienced cats and from human books. Learn how to hide leftover food or store it in a cool place. It's also important to stock up for emergencies. Water procurement. Learn how to find clean water, drinking rainwater, drinking water provided by humans, and looking for puddles and safe places. Hydration is extremely important for maintaining health. Especially in summer, make a conscious effort to stay hydrated. Securing a safe sleeping place. Basic shelter knowledge. Look for a place that can protect you from rain, wind, and cold. For example, the base of a tree, in a bush, or under the eaves of a house. Choose a hidden place where you can protect yourself from other animals. Make your sleeping area comfortable by laying down dry leaves and soft cloth. Adapt the environment. Change your sleeping place according to the seasonal changes. Look for a cool place in summer and a warm place in winter. Observe human life rhythms and move or engage in activities during safe time periods. Health management and preventive medicine practices. Keep the body clean by licking it every day. In particular, pay special attention after meals or after going to dirty places. Exercise regularly, running, jumping, and climbing trees. Moderate exercise strengthens the body and makes it less prone to illness. Try not to accumulate stress. Relax in a safe place, engage in your favorite activities, and get enough sleep. Basic treatment knowledge. Know how to care for minor cuts and injuries. Licking and keeping clean. If you feel unwell, it's important to rest without pushing yourself. If necessary, it's also important to seek help from trusted people or animals. Acquire knowledge to avoid things that cannot be eaten or are harmful to the body. Economic survival strategy for cats. Prosperity. Establishing multiple sources of income. Hone skills for catching prey. Learn hunting methods suited to different types and locations. Learn how to receive food and affection from humans. Cuddling, purring, and rubbing against them. Share food with other cats or exchange skills. For example, a cat that is good at hunting provides prey, while a cat that knows safe places provides information. The concept of asset protection. Secure and defend your territory. That is your safe place and also a source of food. Building physical strength and wisdom. These are true treasures that cannot be lost in any situation. Creating trustworthy companions. Friends who can help each other in times of trouble are the most valuable asset of all. Building and maintaining human relationships. A step-by-step approach to community participation. Step 1: Observation and learning. Observing how other cats and humans interact. When do we get along, and when do conflicts arise? Exploring what role I can play and what contributions I can make. Stage 2: Making small contributions, such as reaching out to help troubled cats or being friendly around humans. Contribute to the community by utilizing your skills, such as hunting with other cats or showing them safe places. Stage 3: Building interdependent relationships. Regularly interact with companions and build a mutually supportive relationship. Leverage each other's strengths and compensate for weaknesses. Deepen relationships with trustworthy people and become a part of their lives. How to build trust. Keep your promises. For example, going to a specific place at a specific time, playing with a specific person, and being honest. Not keeping secrets and showing your true self. Making an effort to understand the other person's feelings. Practice reading what the other person is thinking from their expressions and gestures. Ways to maintain inner peace. Mindfulness practice. Everyday awareness. During meals, focus your attention on the taste, smell, and texture of each bite. During a walk, pay attention to the feel of your feet, the scent of the wind, the sound of birds, and the surrounding scenery. During grooming, be aware of the texture of your fur, the movement of your tongue, and the sensations throughout your body. Meditation practice. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and slowly repeat your breathing. Feel the restlessness in your heart settle down and calm. Bring feelings of gratitude to your mind. For example, warm sunshine, delicious meals, safe places, and kind companions. Building resilience. How to face difficulties. Break problems down into smaller parts and think of solutions one by one. Don't try to solve everything at once. Start with what you can do. Distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. Reduce the time spent worrying about what you can't do and focus on what you can do. Even if things don't go well, view it as a learning opportunity and apply it to the next situation. Ensure mental support. Talk to trustworthy friends or people. Sharing worries and anxieties can sometimes lighten the heart. Engage in favorite games or activities. Hunting, playing with a ball, or taking a nap. Such time replenishes the energy of the heart. Value the time spent in nature, climbing trees, playing in the grass, and chasing birds. Nature provides us with healing and vitality. Long-term life plan. As a cat, vision for 5 years and 10 years. Improvement to a self-sufficient level. Enhance the ability to find food and secure safe places. If possible, secure multiple sources of food. Role in the community. As an experienced cat, teach young cats wisdom and skills for living. Contribute to the peace and safety of the community. Spiritual growth. Become able to maintain inner calm in any situation. Experience deeper love and friendship and be able to feel the richness of life. Continuous learning and adaptation. Learning priorities. 1. Skills directly related to survival. Finding food, locating safe places, danger detection. 2. Relationship skills. Communication with other cats and humans. Building cooperative relationships. 3. Self-management skills. Maintaining health, coping with stress, controlling emotions, maintaining adaptability. Always pay attention to changes in the surrounding environment and have the flexibility to respond to new situations. actively engage in new places and challenges without fearing failure. The final message. Dear little black cat who carries anxiety about the future, the pain and anxiety you are feeling right now are not in vain. It is an important process for you to grow into a stronger, wiser, and kinder being, just like the sky becomes clearer after a storm. A few years ago, I could never have imagined the person I am today. Back then, when I was trembling from hunger and cold, tormented by loneliness, I could never have dreamed that such peaceful days would come. But now, I am truly happy. Every morning, I wake up basking in the sunlight, eat delicious meals, and spend warm moments with trustworthy friends. And at night, I can sleep soundly in a safe place. This may be a world you can't even imagine from the darkness you are in right now, but it is definitely a future that you can reach with your effort and courage. I hope you continue to walk forward, step by step, day by day, without giving up. Start from today. Begin with small things, like savoring a delicious meal, basking in the sun, or greeting someone with a meow. It's okay to. You have a much greater power than you believe. Believe in that power and take a step forward. Surely, the light will shine through, and you will become a strong, wise, and perhaps even happier black cat than I am. Please continue to walk without losing hope. With love and encouragement, from a seasoned black cat watching over you from the future.